Echo of Europa. Engineer Nima Farhadi, technical lead of the research station Abyss 3, submerged beneath the ice of Jupiter's moon Europa, was checking the sonar data for what felt like the 1,000th time. For 3 weeks, the station, floating in the subsurface ocean of Europa, had been chasing the source of a strange sound. One heard every night at exactly 3 a.m. station time, rising from the dark depths of the ocean. There it is again. Dr. Sarah Radmanesh, the team's marine biologist, pressed her headphones tighter against her ears. The sound resembled nothing they'd ever recorded before. Not whale song, not the crack of shifting ice. A low, drawn-out howl that seemed to come from somewhere very far away, yet grew slightly closer every single night. "How far is it from the station?" Nima asked. 3 weeks ago, 12 kilometers tonight, less than 2. A heavy silence settled over the control room. The station's captain, Farhad Kiani, ordered an underwater probe, nicknamed Triton, sent toward the source. Triton swam for 3 hours through the ocean's absolute darkness, a place sunlight had never once reached. When its camera feed finally showed something, everyone in the control room startled. An enormous structure, resembling a sunken city, built from a glossy black material, its towers twisted together like coral. "That's not natural," Sarah whispered. Nima decided to take a small submersible down himself, along with Sarah and another crew member named Babak. Captain Kiani objected at first, but once he realized the sound was growing closer each night and might soon reach the station itself, he gave his approval. The submersible moved slowly and silently through the ocean's black depths. The deeper they went, the heavier the water pressure became, and the submersible's hull groaned louder with every meter. "There it is," Babak said, his voice tight. Up close, the structure was even stranger. Its surface shimmered like living skin, and patterns were carved into its walls that none of them could begin to interpret. Sarah spotted an open hatch on the structure's surface. "We could get in through there." Nima hesitated. "Protocol says we collect data and go back. That's it." But at that exact moment, the howl rose again, this time from inside the submersible itself, through the comm speakers, as if something were speaking directly to them. Babak said, terrified, "I think it's inviting us in." Without any conscious decision, all 3 of them pulled on their deep dive suits and passed through the hatch into the structure. Inside was a space that held neither air nor ordinary water, but a thick, glowing fluid they breathed without effort, as if some invisible force had altered their entire respiratory system. The structure's corridors sloped downward, deeper and deeper. "This place, it's alive," Sarah said fearfully, running her hand along the glowing wall. "I can feel a pulse." Babak suddenly stopped. Something just called my name. Before anyone could respond, the glowing fluid around them dimmed. In the darkness, an enormous shape, faint and luminous, approached from the end of the corridor. Unlike any creature they knew, a mass composed of thousands of tiny glowing eyes, scattered like stars across a rippling body. When the light returned, Babak was gone. "Babak?" Nima screamed, but his voice came out strangely muffled in the thick fluid. Sarah looked at Nima in horror. "We need to go back, right now." But when they turned toward the entrance hatch, there was no hatch anymore, just a single, seamless, glowing wall. The creature's light appeared again, closer this time, and a strange frequency broadcast directly into their minds, not through their ears. Stay with us. Sarah felt her thoughts were no longer entirely her own. Memories of Babak, his smile, the sound of his laugh seemed to flow directly into her mind from the creature itself, as if Babak was still, somehow in there, absorbed into whatever this thing was. Nima screamed at Sarah with everything he had to run. In the chaos, they spotted a narrow crack in the glowing wall, a place where the thick fluid gave way to ordinary ocean water. They forced themselves through it at the exact moment the structure, like an eye closing, began to dim and seal shut behind them. By the time they made it back to the submersible and then to the station, Babak wasn't with them. No report of his fate was ever officially filed, but 2 weeks later, while reviewing the final sonar recordings, they found something buried in the background noise. Babak's voice, very soft, as if from the ocean's furthest depths. It's peaceful here. Why didn't you come sooner? And then again, that familiar howl, softer this time, almost like an underwater lullaby. Following that mission, the space agency ordered Abyss 3 fully evacuated. The official report cited a failure in the life support system. But in the internal archive, something else was recorded. Every night at exactly 3:00 a.m. Europa time, that same howl is still heard rising from the ocean's depths. The remaining sensors still pick it up occasionally. Only now, sometimes, there's another voice in it too. The end.